And thank you for joining us from home. We are starting with a little nutrition information this morning. After all, it is National Nutrition Month. Parents use it to bribe their children. It is the sweet ending to many meals, and it's our go-to pick-me-up during an afternoon slump. So what am I talking about? It is sugar. Americans consume about 130 pounds of it every year. That's equivalent to about 1.8 million Skittles. It can be toxic, and adding to the problem, many of us don't even realize when we're consuming sugar because it hides behind a different name. Here to explain, please welcome the author of I Love Me More Than Sugar, Friedman. Hello there, Barry.
Thank you so much, Deborah.
All right, before we get to the sugar thing, I just got to say, recognize that face. You are a professional juggler.
Yes.
You were with the Raspini Brothers Act. You've appeared on all kinds of shows.
Yes, but I'm just still processing 1.8 million Skittles.
You're right. Yeah, can you juggle that?
I got
can you juggle
hung
that?
up on that, man.
No, you were on shows like the Johnny Carson. There you were right there on the Johnny Carson show.
Yeah.
So really
I thought of sugar in so many ways, but never 1.8 million Skittles.
Yes,
but now
yes.
we're here.
Seriously, I want to see you juggle those Skittles there.
Do that. That's
all right,
great.
how did you come into this whole deal of sugar and taking it out of your diet?
Leap Day 2012, my 9-year-old son says, "What are you going to leap?" That's what he thought the holiday meant. So
he thought it was like Lent or something.
Yeah,
huh?
like Lent for a day. We just give something up. And we had just eaten this really hairy frozen yogurt thing with the gummy bears and the chocolate.
So I love the people who go, "Oh, I just had a yogurt." It's like, and what was in that yogurt? Gummy bears, Skittles, Snickerdoodles.
Yeah, so my son was doing that flip right when he says that. I go, "I'm going to quit sugar for the day." And he says, he's 9, he goes, "I'm not doing that, but I am going to not pick my nose for the day."
So, okay, what had you heard about sugar before? I think we all know sugar in excess is one thing, but what did you really know about sugar before you did that?
I was that guy. I was Snickers bars, Reese's peanut butter cups, I was cake, I was everything. You know, I was whatever you could eat.
In fact, you say you still find like wrappers stuffed between car seats and sofa cushions.
Absolutely. This is orange. This is Reese's peanut butter orange.
Yeah, right.
I haven't totally let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It was everywhere, and that's what it does. It comes into our diet, and it's just there. So that was the day when he asked me that question. I hadn't planned on it. I hadn't studied, and I just went off sugar for the day. At the end of that day, I said, I'm going to try 30 days. And at the end of that, it was April Fool's Day, and I said, I'm going for a year.
Yeah, did you feel better?
Oh my gosh, 4 changes that happen with sugar. 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside. On the inside, it's everything up here, the depression, the anxiety, and it is sleep. Sleep changed everything.
Yeah.
And on the outside, it's skin and weight. Those are the 4 big pieces sugar eats into our life.
In fact, one of your friends actually was doing this as well. And we have a picture of her before and after she decided to do this. And you can see the big difference that it made just in her appearance alone. Look at this. She decided to get away from sugar. And there you go.
This is my friend Michelle Rothstein, with whom I run a program called 30 Days Sugar Free. And, you know, what can you say? What can you say the picture can't say? Addicted to sugar since birth. We are, as you said in the intro, we are bribed, punished, and rewarded with sugar.
Yeah, you say addicted. There are people who say it truly is an addiction. I watched a documentary where people were literally withdrawing from sugar. You would have thought they were withdrawing from heroin or something because they were going through it. But once your body's clean, you start to notice those things you're talking about, the weight loss, and it's not about looking good, it's about feeling good. Putting your body in the right state, you know, avoiding things like type 2 diabetes. And so there are options. Now, obviously, if you start your kids off eating right, then
that's hard. 2 of the first 3 ingredients in most baby formulas are sugar. Baby formulas. And it starts there and just keeps going.
And then also, sugar hides in a lot of places that we don't think it might be.
Over 50 names for sugar on labels. It's incredible. I'm going to show you something. You know, getting off sugar is about being careful with what you put in your mouth, right? So I really like to put things in my mouth that don't have any sugar.
Like ping pong balls.
The audience is scared.
Yes, I am scared.
There's a goal here. I'm going to come out here and just do something real quick about mouth control.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh. Okay, I wanted...
That was pretty cool. All right.
Okay.
A little mouth control there.
Deborah's like, why did that just happen?
Yes, tell me.
So I wanted just to talk about some foods, because it really is, it's a choice of what we're going to put in our mouth. And as parents, we get to choose what goes into our kids' mouths. I mean, that's the big thing. So, you know, this is a sandwich with no sugar. This is corn cakes, no sugar.
Yeah, corn cakes instead of bread.
Oh, my gosh. You know, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on white bread has more sugar than 4 Twinkies.
Oh. Ooh.
There's
Yeah,
smoke
goes,
coming
what?
out of Deborah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
smoke coming out of her ears.
Well, but that's that whole thing of what we know sugars to be and what the body turns into sugar. And so a lot of the carbs, the body
I don't want to
turn into
compare
sugar.
chemicals,
Yeah.
but there's probably more chemicals in the Twinkie. But this is turkey with no sugar. You got to look on cold cuts. That could be so loaded with sugar, and then cheese and lettuce.
Yeah, you know what this does? When we have that little rice cake there, it provides that crunch that we all like, and so it makes it interesting texture-wise.
Even a PB&J on that is great. These are lettuce wraps. If you want to even get rid of that, we just make sandwiches right on lettuce at home. High protein. Protein is incredible to have in a child's diet. Too much sugar in the diet, and you know what happens? They're fidgety. They can't concentrate.
Which you think a lot of kids are misdiagnosed with ADD and ADHD, and we certainly know that ADHD and ADD exist, but a lot of kids are misdiagnosed when really it's related to their diet.
Yeah, I would love anyone before they go heavily into medicines and therapy and all that. Give 30 days sugar-free a try. What's going to happen? You're going to still be the same person in 30 days.
Yeah.
Except you won't be the same person.
Okay.
And this is patunas. I invented these on the airplane on the way here.
Okay, so that is...
Tuna and potato.
Okay, now a lot of people will say, oh, potato, that goes straight to sugar in your body. That's bad for you.
It's actually a good carbohydrate, though. Good protein. And you can, with the tuna, it's good protein, and it's healthy. It's not a refined
And here's the deal.
sugar.
It's not a plate full of French fries. What you have is portion control right there.
Absolutely. Right. 4 of these in a kid's lunch. Not only to eat these, but kids, kids are about fun and food. Look at this thing. This is an egg slicer. You give your kid a hard-boiled egg, and they will bring it home untouched. If you give them the night before a chance to get involved with their food, get kids involved with their food. Look at it. Here she goes. She's operating the egg slicer.
Okay,
and it's poured
there we
onto
go.
the plate. And look at that. All of a sudden,
it becomes fun. Yeah, it becomes fun. But you're so right about that. Like a radish. Who picks a radish out of the garden and bites into it and goes, this is delicious?
Yeah.
My son would never have anything to do with the radish until he planted one, and it came up and goes, look, Mommy. Because he grew it. It was delicious.
And you put little raisin eyes on that radish or something. It's fun food, and kids are going crazy.
Well, speaking of fun food, what you did right here is you made something fun.
Ants on the log. This is just raisins, peanut butter, and celery. No sugar. Great protein. Raisins are very sweet. Raisins are a wonderful sugar. It's a glucose. It turns into a glucose, and the cells in the brain both need glucose. So we're not cutting sugar out. We're getting rid of the junk. Oranges. These are healthy chips.
Okay,
chips
well, I was going to say, do my eyes deceive me? Because I am looking at those there, right? So what's up with that?
They're very healthy chips. You got to watch chips. They're a great place for sugars to land. There she goes. She's going in for the kettle.
I'm just testing.
Yep, they're good. You got to know.
That's good.
And then some desserts. We like to have some fun. Kids love desserts at the end of their meal. This is Power Balls. These are dates, unsweetened baking chocolate, crunched up almonds, and coconut. And Deb, these are unbelievable. Oh, she's going in.
I'm going in.
You are brave.
I
brought enough for some of the audience.
Okay. I'm not so much of a sweet lover as I am like salty things. So when you have something like this that's not overly sweet, it's sweet enough for me. And this becomes, and when you have that real chocolate, sometimes we don't really taste real flavors because it is overpowered by the sugar. So now I taste chocolate.
And that's what we get used to. Sugar stuns the buds on the tongue, and it's very difficult for kids to eat vegetables or things if they get too much on the sugar. So, and a mango. You can't have any more sweetness in nature than a mango.
Yeah. I'm going to go through what you call the free formula.
Yes,
so,
let's talk about that.
An acronym. So F, fruit comes with fiber to help the body absorb natural sugar.
Yes, F, fruit, absolutely.
Okay.
Have fruit in your diet.
R, replace the junky snacks. Oh, now you go ruining stuff now. Right, I know.
We were having so much fun.
Yeah, but you do it with what your body can actually use. Like all calories are not created the same.
Not
so you
at
have
all.
empty calories versus calories that are good for you.
Think about protein snacks. Really, especially early in the day.
All right. E, examine what you're eating. There are over 50 names for sugar on labels. As you said, we have to educate ourselves.
We do. And here's a quick rule of thumb, though. If you can't pronounce it, or there's a cartoon character on the label.
Oh, yeah, exactly. To lure you in, right?
Yeah,
and then the other E, exercise gives you more energy than any sugar and keeps you young.
And you can do this with your kids if they want to have sugar. Say, drink a glass of water, take a walk around the block, and if you still want sugar when you get back, let's do it.
Yeah, because otherwise
we're
killing our kids. And literally, this is the type of thing that kids, this bowling ball represents how much sugar.
This is 8 pounds, 8-pound bowling ball, and this is how much sugar an American eats in 3 weeks.
Wow.
3 weeks.
And you know where it's going, right?
Here we go.
Right there we go. When are you due? I'm not pregnant, okay?
She was so beautiful 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
And you are still.
Okay.
Hey, so this is 8 pound. I'm going to do one more juggling. This is an apple. right here on this racket. This represents the healthiest kind of sugar you could possibly have. It's got fiber in it, and it's ready to go. Your body knows what to do with it. The racket, that's about exercise, what our bodies are made to do. So what I'm going to do is throw this up into the air. Okay,
wow.
Here we go.
Wow.
You got this impossible to handle sugar. You got the healthy sugar. And
Did you just took a bite out of that apple at the same time? Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to rearrange and juggle my diet so I can, yeah. All right, if you'd like more information on I Love Me More Than Sugar, because you explain it all in this book right here, you can log on to greatdayhouston.com. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm finishing my apple.
Finish your apple and I'll finish the chips.
Yeah, go
all
to the
right.
chips.